Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Gold Room Nails. This is a continuation of my soak off video, so if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down in the description box below, just so that you can see how we got to this point. So I have soaked off her nails, and I'm just using a sanding band to remove any cuticle, push some of the cuticles back, and I'm also using the sanding band to etch out her free edge just to make it straight so that her nails grow evenly. Here I'm taking these tips that I got off of Amazon, and I'm just measuring them sidewall to sidewall, putting a little bit of glue and sticking them on. Also, all products that I will be using is going to be in the description box below, okay? So with putting on tips, don't try to put a bigger tip on a smaller nail or smaller tip on a bigger nail, if that makes any sense. Just put it exactly how it fits. If you need to adjust anything, just file the sides and put the tip on, and it should be good. Here I'm just cutting with a scissor. I do not like to use a tip cutter. I don't know, to me this is quicker and more effective because you don't have to keep sliding the tip cutter back and forth. So I'm just measuring one hand with the next and just making sure that everything is as evenly possible, if that makes any sense. I also measured the thumb of one hand with the middle finger of the other to make sure that they're the same length, and then I go thumb to thumb, as you can see here. That is the best method I have found to make sure that the thumbs match every other nail. So this particular client, she wanted two coffin nails, which would be the middle finger and the ring finger, and then she wanted 3 stilettos, which would be her pinky, her pointer, and her thumb. So here I'm just showing you guys how I filed those tips just to give her that shape. And now it's time for me to apply the acrylic. I have videos on how I've applied acrylic before. If you guys want a more detailed video on liquid to powder ratios, 1 bead methods, 2, 3 bead methods, anything in that nature, please just comment down below, let me know, and I'll do an entire video dedicated to the different methods of applying acrylic, liquid to powder ratio. I also do offer online and in-person training. I will leave my email down below, and you guys can also DM me via Instagram, or just put your email down in the comments and I will reach out to you and we can make that happen. So when I file my clients' nails, I use an 80/80 grit file. For me, the 80/80 grit file is the file you want to use for acrylics because it is coarse and it is going to get your shape down nice and crisp from your side walls to your free edge. I don't know, for me, it's the best file. It cuts through acrylic like butter. So to finish off the nails, what I do is I use an extra fine carbide bit. I'm going to link this down below. This is a new bit for me. This is probably like the second time that I have used it. I don't know if I like it yet, but I will also link down below the one that I'm used to. It's smaller, which I think it kind of glides a little bit better on the nail. So I use this, just, taking off any bulk, any excess acrylic, and just shaping them as nice as I can. And then I go in with my sanding band afterwards. And it's basically just like my pre-buff. So before I use the buffing block, I go in with the sanding band and I just smooth everything out. And I go ahead and get that right into that cuticle, as you can see here, just to make the acrylic look like it's coming out of the nail, if that makes any sense. Just more natural looking, in my opinion. So now I'm going to start the fun part, the designs. And my client wanted a French sweater design for her middle fingers, and she wanted a Louis Vuitton sort of design for her ring fingers. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking some alcohol and a French brush, and I'm just going to make that French design. I'm going to see if I find this particular French brush on Amazon, so I can link it down below for you guys. But it makes French just so much easier with one swipe and you have a French. For her thumb, she wanted gold foil, so I just basically used the tacky layer of the gel polish that I have just put on her nails, and just rub it in, press it in, and whatever design comes out, and perfectly perfect. That's what we went with. And then I'm taking this matte top coat and just putting it right on top. Give it kind of like a matty foil look, if you will. So all her nails are going to be matted out. This mat has a tacky layer, so I'm just cleaning that off with alcohol once again. And then I'm going to take a striper brush with that same color, and I'm going to paint the design on top of the matte top coat that I just put. And this is just a sweater design, as you can see here. This is the typical sweater design. So I'm also trying to put the gel polish a little bit thicker, just so that it has more of a 3D effect than if you were to place the gel polish down super thin for the design, so it rises up more. And now, just with the clear acrylic and anything that you can scoop it up with, I'm going ahead and I'm saturating what I just painted with the acrylic powder as much as I can. Don't be cheap with this part, because they will chip off later down the road. Saturate it as much as you can. And for the other sweater nail, as you can see here, it's going to be a nude. And I'm just really trying to do this Louis Vuitton design, which is super, super hard for me. I don't know, you guys. For me, the Louis Vuitton is so hard to paint on, but I managed. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just paint it on thick so that when you pour the acrylic over it, it soaks up as much as possible. And then once you pour the acrylic on top, you're going to cure it under the LED light for about a minute. And once you do that, you have to clean it off with a brush and some alcohol just to get off the excess acrylic. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm still new to this. I'm still learning, so thank you for being so patient. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and press the notification bell. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more content for you guys. All right, have a blessed one. Bye-bye now.